fall camp where you had kind of a spring where you couldn't really get going. I mean, does that add to your drive going into this camp?
Yeah, I think so, absolutely. In the spring, I was more of like a support piece. You know, I was trying to help the young guys kind of understand the offense better. But yeah, you're right. I didn't really get the physical reps that I needed. You know, so going into like the summer, especially right now in this camp, it'll be a great opportunity for me to get back on the field. You know, play against Key, play against Cole, all the really good corners we have, and get back into like, the physical aspect of the game. It's been really mental, all spring for me.
What is next for you as far as the one thing that you're focused on working on, or what's the piece of your game that you're trying to figure out here?
Always consistency. It's just kind of having, my best game last year was Florida State. Having kind of those kind of games every week. That's my number one thing because that's the area I can help the team in the most. Being able to catch catch the balls they need to catch and make the blocks they need on a consistent kind of basis.
What's it going to take for this team to win that national title? Obviously, that's your main goal, but what is it going to take for this team?
I think it's kind of approaching it week by week because if we get too far ahead in the future, we're gonna psych ourselves out. I think it's one of those things that kind of approach each week like a championship game. You know what I'm saying? We got to put all our focus into this one. We can't look ahead. We can't dwell on the past either. It's like a new championship every single week. And I think if we approach it that way, there's no stopping us.
What have you kind of seen from the league just throughout some workouts? Obviously, kind of a familiarity with him, but what has he kind of shown you throughout the summer?
Yeah, this summer he's really kind of stepped up to the leader that I know he could be. Malik's always been kind of outspoken, always been an energetic kind of, what's the word? He kind of brings everyone to him. Does that make sense? Charismatic, maybe that's the word. But in the past 2 months, he's really shown that he can be the quarterback, the guy, and not just like a fun, charismatic leader, but like the leader that Nick Martin, that Ronnie Stanley looks up to and says, what do we need to do right now? How are we going to score? Malik has kind of shown that he can be that guy.